It's been said that the Army puts a lot of effort into fixing soldiers and family members after deployments, but probably could do a lot more to build resiliency or inner strength before the deployment begins in order to help soldiers and families withstand the high up tempo of Army life and withstand the toll of future deployments. Certainly, with more than 53,000 soldiers at Fort Hood, roughly one third deployed, another third redeploying, and the remainder training to deploy, and in light of Fort Hood's activities as a mobilization and demobilization site for National Guard and reserves, it's not difficult to see that Fort Hood experiences a high degree of the type of turbulence that begs for a solution that builds resiliency for soldiers and their families. Resiliency is nested well inside of the Chief of Staff of Army's comprehensive soldier fitness program. In short, resiliency can be built through programs targeting mind, body, and spirit. And the Fort Hood approach is that it can be done best when a natural synergy is cultivated by bringing it all to one city block. Here at Fort Hood, we've built a resiliency campus between 31st and 33rd Street, Old Ironsides, and Battalion Avenue. And you'll find we've brought in programs and events that get at the essence of building resiliency through mind, body, and spirit. The target population for the Fort Hood model is what we call our total Army family: soldiers, families, DA civilians, and retirees. To cover the layout of the campus, first we've got a small headquarters that runs day-to-day operations, conducts tours, incorporates new concepts, and keeps the synergy going. Addressing the spiritual in mind, body, and spirit, the campus has a spiritual fitness center, which was the recently renovated 33rd Street Chapel. This is a 24/7 facility that offers the tools for individual spiritual discovery and always has a chaplain present for counseling. What we've found is that whether it is a marriage in crisis or a soldier wrestling with something in his or her mind, when it occurs, it can be late at night or on the weekends. Rarely can it wait until 0900 on Monday through Friday. The Spiritual Fitness Center gives us the venue to address this. Inside we have meditation areas, counseling areas, a spiritual library and internet cafe, classrooms, and a fellowship hall. We conduct marriage enrichment seminars, battlefield ethics classes, battle mind classes, and assist classes, applied suicide intervention skills training. Currently, we have a first class reflective pond being constructed, and some of what we have in the Spiritual Fitness Center has been generously donated. On the mind portion of Mind, Body, Spirit is a center we call the Cognitive Enhancement and Assistance Center. We drew in the Military Family Life Consultants, the MFLCs, and made their center of gravity the Resiliency Campus. The MFLCs provide families with a wide range of non-medical family life counseling, and their service, either by appointment or walk-in, includes anger management, conflict resolution, parenting, communication, relationship issues, decision-making skills, and workplace productivity. Since we've moved them to the campus, they also offer weekly life skills seminars that target deployment-related topics. Right next door, making it a one-stop shop, is where we offer financial assistance. Here, soldiers and their family members can get an Army emergency relief loan, get help or advice with paying their bills, get budgeting or investment advice, free credit reports, learn about debt consolidation, consumer affairs, or information about competitive loan rates in the local economy. Our Financial Assistance Center also provides weekly classes open to all. Mortgages in crisis is the current theme. The last center inside our Cognitive Enhancement and Assistance Center really gets to the brain train portion of cognitive enhancement. We brought a portion of the Army Center for Enhanced Performance to the campus. 10 performance enhancement specialists with degrees in sports medicine and clinical psychology use sports psychology techniques and biometric feedback to teach energy management, spatial recognition, and attention control. And finally, for the body in Mind, Body, Spirit, we have 2 facilities that make up our Wellness Center. We've brought the education side of the medical center over to the campus, where services in tobacco cessation, nutrition awareness, dietary supplements, power performance, and stress control are offered. Also, we have 9 human performance labs standing up that use the VO2 Max system to provide resting metabolism and maximum cardiovascular endurance that will help us design a health and fitness program tailored to the needs of the specific individual. The idea is that the assessment is done in the Wellness Center, and the individual plan can be executed in the Functional Fitness Center, which is the recently converted Raider Gym. In the fitness center, we've given it a family feel. Functional fitness sessions in the form of CrossFit are offered 3 times a day, 3 times a week. We've included beginners classes and female-only sessions. We're putting a small climbing boulder in for the little Phantom Warriors, and we offer yoga 3 times a day and 3 days a week, with the morning sessions devoted to prenatal and postpartum yoga sessions. We have plans for Tai Chi, massage and aromatherapy, a juice bar, and we put a Wii sports arena with 6 workstations into one of the old racquetball courts. This is something the kids told our commanding general they would like added, even though we're pleased to announce that soldiers use it a lot as well. Outside, we have plans for a park course and fitness trail, and we have a donor who's going to add 1,500 square feet of putting green onto our open field. We put a kids' on-site modular building on the campus, and we will be able to offer a year's worth of free childcare wages courtesy of a donor. A cadre of 9 NCOs who work on the campus administer Warrior Adventure Quest to each platoon during the first 120 days of reintegration. The program is designed to provide a substitute for any need of an adrenaline rush after the deployment. First, platoon leaders will receive a battle mind class that helps teach how to recognize post-traumatic or post-adrenaline-like indicators. The platoon will then undergo a class, and then the platoon gets the chance to either go rock climbing, paintballing, mountain bike riding, or in the spring, kayaking. And then, of course, it wouldn't be complete without a battle mind, leader-led after-action debrief. So far, Warrior Adventure Quest received rave reviews from the platoons that have experienced it here, and by February, we'll have 36 platoons complete. Finally, we tie in the theory taught from the Wellness Center's nutrition classes with healthy cooking classes out of the Culinary Arts Center, which is directly across the street from the campus. So why do all of this? The November 5th tragedy at Fort Hood validated the need for these services. Fortunately, programs were already in place to serve as a beacon, signaling the outstretched hand of compassion from the Army. That light shines as a reminder that soldiers, family members, and civilians have a sanctuary to nurture the mind, body, and spirit at Fort Hood.
Resiliency to me is, I'm going to go by the key definition, is the ability to bounce back. I mean, it's one of those things that you have to be able to cope and to move on with things that have happened to you, whether you're in the military or you're not in the military.
A lot of people think that they don't need help, and usually when they do ask for help, it's too late, and they don't really know what to do, and that's usually how they come here. But if they hear about the campus and you tell them, like, hey, they can help you before you get to that point, they can help you plan ahead of time, knowing that that situation's about to come up, and they can help you.
As a campus in general, it's got everything centrally located, so it's a lot easier for us as leaders to actually find some of the programs we need instead of going all over post. I like the way, like I said, they're all centrally located, so it's a lot easier to send troops down here and fix problems like that.
I really enjoyed a lot, you know. The library here, it's not all about one religion, it's about different religions. We can come here just on our own time, come in here and pick up a book and read, you know, do like meditation, all that stuff by yourself. It's just a place to come with comfort, you know. There's not a lot of people here, it's not a lot of noise, it's just about you in a place where people actually care.
You know, we've been in sustained combat now for a longer period than any other time in our nation's history. And the Army is looking at realizes other ways to handle these things, and keeping soldiers and families tight in this mind, body, spirit technique, and the way Fort Hood has moved out on it. I mean, I think that's real cutting edge stuff here, and that just keeps us energized. As you can look around the campus, you see stuff going in left and right. A lot of it by donation. We just orchestrate it and try to make sure it's the right thing to bring here to just help families build that inner strength and that resiliency. So well, I'm very excited, very proud where the Army's going.